seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Today we have a wonderful guest, Yash, Tarwardi, founder and CEO of Solnce Energy. It's a leading clean tech startup in India working with disruptive technology of solar thermal desalination. So today we will talk about the solar panels, the most advanced solar panels and the most advanced applications of solar panels. And let's deep dive to that question. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. The first question, what new types of solar panels emerged in 2021, 2022? What's the most, what's the newest, solar panels on the market right now?
Okay. So basically, solar panel is used for the producing electricity. So it's having the long life of 25 years. So basically, if you install a solar panel at anywhere, it will run without any maintenance for 25 years because it is coming with 25 years of warranty. So manufacturer warranty, and it is consist of the basically silicon cell. Silicon cell is a polysilicons where you can it's because of its mechanism it produces the electricity can be, it's a DC current, direct current, and whatever equipment we use are on running on the AC, alternating current. So basically we just need to convert DC to AC, and we can have electricity for whole 25 years.
Wonderful. So but still it's a base. It's very important for our audience to understand the overall perspective, what the solar panels is all about. But is it something new on that market? Is it something new?
Yeah.
Just could you let's talk about that. What's new on that market?
Okay. So basically, I'm telling you about the current innovation which we did with the solar technology. It's not exactly solar panel, but it's a concentrated solar power. So we are converting seawater into drinkable water by using solar energy. So it's a kind of a solar concentrator. So concentrator, it's give us a heat up to 100 to 200 degrees Celsius at the focal point. So it concentrate all the sun rays impart upon the surface to one focal point. As we did in a schooling with the magnifying mirror, magnifying glass, we put it on a paper, so it will burn the paper because it focus all the rays into one single focal point. So we have generated with the help of the solar concentrator, we have generated 100 to 200 degree where we boil the seawater. Because of the boiling point of the seawater is 101 and 102 according to the salinity of the seawater. So we are converting the seawater into drinkable water by using the solar thermal energy. Thermal means heat, whatever heat we feel when we go out on the sun. So that's a equipment which we made, and which is currently patented in India. So it is helping many coastal villages, many urban cities for the drinking water. It can provide drinking of water up to 30 years because the equipment have a 30 years of life.
So you basically vaporize the marine water, and by vaporizing, extracting this the salt out of that water, making it drinkable. Wonderful. It's a very beautiful concept, and it feels like it's not so expensive because it's kind of simple. Let's say, are we talking about the solutions for let's say cities, or we still focused on some? Do we have any household focused solutions? So is it possible for regular household living next to the seashore create that type of let's say vaporizer to let's say to make a drinkable water from the pump water? How much does it cost?
So basically, it's a costing 1,000 liter per it's a costing of the US dollar and Indian rupees are there is a transaction value. So basically, it's costing up to 4 rupees per liter, 4 rupees per So 4 Indian rupees per liter, which makes up to 0.06 USD per liter.
Okay. I'm still trying to guess to understand what's the budget should some regular family living next to the shore, because I'm currently in Tulum, Mexico. It's near the ocean. I'm close to the ocean, and a lot of our water, because we are very close to the sea, is salty. So we could, let's say, create solutions with your help to, let's say, extract the salt from the water. How much does it cost for, let's say, for, I don't know, I mean, in US dollars, how much does it cost for, let's say, for one household to get that, let's say, appliance, and let's say to make it possible to extract the salt out of the water and making water drinkable?
Okay. So it's a community-based plant. So it's a kind of a community-based plant. So the resources can be shared. So 20 liters per day is a human consumption requirement for a day, and WH is saying like 40 liters per day. It's the standard water consumption of any human being per human. Okay. So
So, if I understand correctly, your appliance, the minimal amount for your appliance is to produce 1,000 liters per day. Yes.
yes, sir. So it will cost you like $2 kind of a thing for one like 40 liters of the production. $2, only $2, and it's a capital cost. So operating cost is like nothing, because it works on solar energy only. You just have to invest in the maintenance cost. The capital cost is a one-time cost you need to incur for installing that, because the operating cost is minimal. You just have to maintain it, because the capital resources which we are using is a solar. Okay,
Yes.
so that's kind of,
Basically, if we have the eco village, let's say of 20 households, we could buy ourselves one of that appliance, and in that
yeah,
manner create the amount enough water for every household. Got it. Very
yeah,
beautiful. Very beautiful. So the question is, but what to do during the rainy days? Because sometimes in our climate, in tropical climate, you have some sort of rainy days.
yeah.
What's possible with your solution during the rainy days? Yes, we still have 26 degrees Celsius or 35 degrees Celsius, but we have the rainy days. How to use your solution during that period of time? Because sometimes it's a weeks of rain in our climate.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a hybrid solution. So you can run it on the electricity as well. It's like with the help of the photovoltaic panels, like solar panel, as earlier we talked. So it's runs on the like diffuse radiation. Diffuse radiation in the means of a visible frequency, when we can see your face, or like we can see each other. On that light, that kind of a sunlight, also the solution works. So we can produce the electricity with help of solar panel, and the same electricity can be used for the converting seawater into drinkable water, or any saline water into drinkable water. So it's a kind of a maintenance free only. So in that kind of a thing, we can use electricity on the hybrid mode.
Wonderful. So you are proposing to store the energy coming from this, to store that solar energy, and then use it to vaporize water during the rainy days. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Just for you, as an expert, what is the most effective way for electricity collections? What kind of, let's say, batteries you could propose to store that energy? Because as I understand, that batteries is very important for your solution to work properly during the rainy days.
Yeah, so lithium-ion battery is obviously there, and we are also working on the thermal storage. So it's a phase change material. So whenever it like contained whenever it get heated, it change the phase into liquid. Okay, so the heat capturing capacity of that phase change material is very much higher. So we can like store the heat in that material, and we can use it when the sun is not available.
Okay, wonderful. So it feels like everything included, because it feels like it's not like some I know a lot of solutions, they kind of they just, let's say, taking some small problem and solving that small problem, but the buyer, the user, having all the pain, let's say, figuring out what's going on and how to, let's say, solve everything around that solution. So how to apply that solution, how it's working properly. Talking with you, it feels like that you are actually trying to create let's say, ultimate solution, like solving every small questions regarding that appliance. That's very beautiful from my perspective. Okay, let's move forward. And so, as I understand, you are solving the problem with let's say, drinking water in India. But how many people affected by that problem all over the world? Is it billions or hundreds of millions? And how? And let's be honest and precise. How they solve that problem right now? How they solve that problem for the moment?
Yeah. So like 2.8 billion people are like living in a kind of a water scarcity zones or something, because they are everywhere. The nature water source is not possible. And currently, every kind of a technology which is currently available is a seawater RO system. Seawater RO system is a technology, and we all know that RO system rejects 50% of the inlet water and only convert 50%. If I put like 100 liters of water into RO system, it will convert 50% of water, which is a pure water, and 50% of water is a concentrated brine. So concentrated brine is a high TDS water, which is a reject water, which in also our household water, we see the one reject line going on into the drain. Okay, so that high TDS water is a very much harmful for the environment. So it need to be evaporated, and according to the National Green Tribunal guidelines. In India, we have a national green tribunals. So according to the guidelines, it needs to be evaporated. So it's a very harmful, and it harms the marine life directly. So the cost of the environmental impact is very much higher. So we are finding a solution which is a fully solar based and sustainable. So that's why we can move ahead, because without sustainability, it can be done. And in another way, RO system have a maintenance cost, like recurring maintenance cost. So because we need to change the membrane on the regular interval, because if we are not changing the membrane, that the water quality is reduced, like it's like get worse. So we have to change the membranes on the regular interval. So that's kind of a thing, our problem with the RO system, and we are solving with the solar thermal. As we convert like 70% of our water, we just reject 30% of water, and also rejection can be converted into the directly salt. Salt. So as if water get evaporated, the TDS, like high TDS water, gets out, and we are converting that high TDS water into salt directly. And all the energy is like put it by the sun itself. So it's a
Wonderful.
fully sustainable.
Yes, wonderful. The quick question regarding that water you produce. Should we filter that water afterwards? Should we actually make some very advanced filtering afterwards, after that water production, or it's like ready for drinking right after that appliance? So could you explain more about that, the cleanness of that water?
So the water which we produce, which is WHO Clarity Class 1 water, which is a standard water for drinking purpose. So all the parameter matches this, and it's a alkaline water. So it's good for our body also, and good for our health also. So it's the purest water, and it without hesitation we directly can drink it, and it feels wonderful, because it's like coming out of nature, and we are also contributing to the like net zero carbon. There is no carbon footprint involved, and because all the energy is done.
By the way, from my experience, even the salt become very expensive right now. The salt, as a, let's say,
Exactly.
as a good, becoming expensive. So during that process of water production, you're also creating very necessary resource currently. So as I understand, that sea salt also could be used for, let's say, for cooking and everything else. Could you tell more about that salt?
Exactly, sir. So it's a edible salt. So it need to be it's a like raw of salts. We need to process it for further like make it edible. So but it is a valuable byproduct. As you said, salt is also very getting very costly because of the early monsoons and lower production rate kind of basically it's a byproduct. So we are also getting like two things like out of our system. One is like drinkable water, which is a very much an essential. Even and the byproduct is also have a value addition. It's a value added byproduct. So it's at its price, and we can also generate revenue from the same.
Wonderful. It's true. It's true. It's truly very beautiful solutions. And how many people already using your solution? How many people already, let's say, having that ability to use that brilliant idea?
So basically, we have a pilot plant in Gujarat, India, and we are also scaling our pilots in Rajasthan, 700 villages in Rajasthan, which is the water quality over there is very worse because of the groundwater is very deep. So they are going to like use our product like in a very soon. So we have successfully piloted our this technology, and now we are like commercializing it. Also, it has a use in the industries also. We have a many chemical industries and many industries over here. So currently they have a norms of zero liquid discharge in industries. So same technology can be replicated over there for ZLD, zero liquid discharge, and it has it's a very kind of a cost effective technology to use with, because it doesn't work, it directly works on the solar energy. We don't have to put the coal or any fuel for working. So it's a very green technology for industries also. And we are currently working with the Gujarat Pollution Control Board. So they are like adapting our technology for ZLD, zero liquid discharge in industry. And whole technology is working on the sun. So industry is also like appreciating it, because the operating cost in industry is very major thing. And with our solar based technology, operating cost goes down up to zero. So it's like makes sense to them also. You just have to invest the capital once, and you have kind of a production for 30 years with
Okay.
minimal maintenance.
Are you expanding to new markets? What do you think about Africa? What do you think about, let's say, Asian countries other than India? What's your approach? I'm still trying to understand how the people currently solving that problem. How they live without water, being exposed to the salty water. What's current state of the market? What's going on right now in the market?
So as I said, like most of the technology the people are using is seawater RO system. So RO system is solving this problem, but it's not a sustainable way. And if you like study the nature, rains the like how the rain comes. Rains comes by this only. The water in the sea gets evaporated by the solar radiation. Like it's like gather the moisture gather in the cloud form, and clouds from the clouds we get rain. We are just replicating this natural process in a highly engineered way. So this is like we are not changing the fundamental concept. Reverse osmosis, the osmosis is a like natural process. And we are reversing it just because of our benefit. It's a natural process. It's a natural process, and we are reversing it with the help of pressure. And this is a fundamentally like a natural process. We are not altering any natural kind of a law with it. We are just hampering.
Yes, reverse osmosis is a novel solution, but as I understand, nobody was using that solution for, let's say, making drinkable water. So reverse osmosis is present here for hundreds of years, as I understand, maybe 100 years, at least 100 years, 100 year. As I understand, it's done like. It's last century's physical principle. So it's wonderful. It's funny. It's funny that now that you are kind of the first who's actually applies the reverse osmosis solution to creating the drinkable water out of this marine water. It's truly beautiful. By the way, the quick question regarding the solar panels market. As I understand, right now, because the prices of, let's say, of the electricity coming up, and how does that affect solar panels market? Because you are kind of sitting next to that market, because we have solar panels and we have your panels for, let's say, reverse osmosis and creating drinkable water. Is that, let's say, what's going on solar panels market? Is it somehow affecting you to produce all of the components, getting all of the components for your solution?
So basically, sir, like as you are rightly said, like all the market prices are going up right now. So our solution is also getting costlier just because of the global market is going like hike in the global market, and there is a serious supply chain issues which we are facing as an industry as a whole. So without a doubt, the things are like the prices are hiking, but what we are seeking is like economy of scale. Like when we are like replicating this solution in the whole world, as you said, like Africa is a very good market for us, and also in the Saudis, the people are drinking like seawater, like converting seawater and drinking that water for years, hundreds of years. So with the economy of scale, like we can able to produce the cheap, kind of a affordable product. We can get it like produced in a like unit economics, how it works. So that's the we are aiming, like we are scaling the solution in like many ways. So the solution can be affordable by major of the people. And this is fundamental. What we think is like how to scale it. And the fundamental like solar panel market is also like very much linked to us, because it's also work on the like solar energy. But as everybody says that like before 5 years, solar panels was also very much like costly. But now, if you see, like compare like around like today's rate and the like 5 years ago's rate, now it's like far more cheaper. So with the solar thermal technology, also we are kind of expecting that only, like when the demand goes up, like supply chain will goes up, and definitely people can afford it in a like down the line.
Wonderful. But by the way, regarding the Africa, I know a lot of guys from Nigeria, and as I understand, let's say the GDP per capita is very high right now. Some of the countries very successful right now. They could afford your solutions. They could afford that technology, and it could solve a lot of problems. Because let's understand what's going on with all that drinking water. Because a lot of let's say diseases could be related to the dehydration, because a lot of diseases are like some of the therapists thinking like 80% of the diseases it's because of dehydration, because the people not getting enough water, enough clean water. So it could literally change the world. Like it's not like just up to let's say price cost optimization or something like that. It could literally save millions of lives. Let's be honest. It's if you change that with understanding of necessity of not just water, but necessity of clean water, necessity of enough amount of water, and how the enough amount of water affects the health of the people. It could be very life-changing technology. It's honored to be with you. By the way, let's get to the point, because we as an eco village, chain of eco villages, could we actually order that type of solution? Is it possible for us to try that solution? Is it possible for us to install that solution? What's going on? What could we do with your help right now? Even sitting in Mexico, because I'm in Latin America, or it's actually North America, but somebody's calling that Latin America. Could we actually order that type of solution for our eco villages?
Definitely, sir. You can definitely do that. We just need like some of the ground data on like before going ahead, and after the like we see the feasibility of our product in your market, like your kind of a problem with it. So we can definitely solve it, because it's a fundamental thing, sir. Like as I said, like technology is like natural driven, natural solar power driven, and definitely it will help us, help you guys, and it's a like more cleaner water, I can say, without kind of a net zero carbon footprint.
Okay. Uh, for me, it's a great honor to have partner like you, to have the expert like you who could help us with solving that problem. It's great honor for me to be right now with you, because I understand it's just the first days of your company, not maybe first 2 years, but I do realize that I hope you will be successful. In your success will translate for savings, actually millions of lives.
Definitely.
Yes.
We are looking forward to work with you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for that conversation. Thank you for that meeting. And I hope I will just look at the questions. Maybe we have some questions from our audience. Not really, maybe we was slightly late, but I hope you could answer to some of the questions later.
Definitely.
We
I can definitely write it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that meeting. Thank you.